Only 11 juvenile remand homes in Kenya today, and this poses a concern because with growing numbers of youth unemployment, there are hardly any options left for young Kenyans but crime. And when the time is done in detention centers and for some in prison, where exactly do these young people go? But there's a man with an answer to that question, and he's hoping that you can be a part of a greater initiative that's about giving these kids another start and making it right. He gave up a promising media career to give back, so let's live out loud with James Ouma next. Hello, welcome to Sheila Lives Out Loud. So glad you're on this channel. I'm Sheila Mwanyega, and while you're here, please watch this video to the end. Click subscribe, drop us a comment. If you've seen something here that makes you feel good on the inside and you know somebody else needs to see this, do share. Hit notifications as well, and that way you never get to miss out on episodes when we upload every Monday. And we are living out loud at the waterfront, Karen, a world-class retail and lifestyle destination where it's all happening. If you want a good time, you want to enjoy a day out with friends and family, this is the place for you. If you want to do more serious things, maybe start a business or expand your operations, do pop in. You will not be disappointed. The waterfront, Karen, you have arrived. And we're all set to have a conversation with James Ouma. James, thank you so much for being here. I'm so happy to finally meet you. The name of our conversation began with one thing, but I think just being around you and just listening to you, I think our conversation is going to change. And it's changing to I gave it up to give back. Okay. Give up to give back. Because I look at where you were going. Yeah. Baba, you were in the fast lane towards glory. But then you decided you're not going to do this. So let's talk a little bit about you and your journey to where you are today.
I think I can go back to 203. So I'd applied to this college and I'd gone and then studied for 1 month and I was told to go back home. So when I went back to Mombasa, then I came back to the college, then told them that I've decided to come back and work here as a cleaner. And then they told me that like they can't allow that to happen. So and then now they asked me, what are you going to do next? Then I told them that I'm going to do something that I've ever wanted to do, which is become a writer. So I told them that I'm coming to Nairobi. So I came to Nairobi 2003. And
you didn't know anybody? Or did you have family and friends who were living here?
I had an uncle.
Okay.
Yeah, so I came to his house and then I told him that I've come and I would like to, just find work. And then he was like, go back to Mombasa, we're going to pay for your school fees. Right. But I knew that they were not going to do that.
So you said, I'm not boarding.
So I just started. And then I discovered about this, there's some workshops. Yeah. So I discovered going to one workshop after the other. And then I'll tell my uncle, wait, I'm going to finish this workshop and then I'll go. Then another one comes, then I tell him the same thing. So I ended up staying in Nairobi. But along the way, he went back home. Then 2005, I was staying with someone. Yeah. Then I got arrested.
Why? What happened? If you want to talk about it, that's fine. If not.
So my crime was staying with him.
Oh?
Yeah.
He wanted rent?
No. And I was staying with a friend who got arrested. So when I went to see him at the police cell, then I was told that, listen, when we came to your house, you guys didn't tell us everything. And so we are going to arrest you so that we really find the truth, whether we are also like a criminal or not. So I stayed at the cell for 8 days.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, then I got out. But now, when I was at the cell, I met different men and different boys who were telling me that I look like someone who has got it all together. As in, I look like I have it all planned out. Then I told them, no, as in, like I grew up without a father. And so you guys grew up with a father. And then you are thinking that I've got my life
together.
Yeah, together. And then I discovered that I never wanted to be a journalist. I never wanted to be a writer, but like I'd grown up having excuses that if only, like I'd grown up with a father, if only we had money. So I discovered then that I should look at what I have instead of what I don't have. So then I decided that life is a song. But I didn't apply for a job until 2008. So I finally got the courage to apply now for a job at KBC TV. So I went and applied for this job.
Yeah.
And I remember being interviewed. I was asked, why do you apply for this job when you know that you're not qualified? And I told them that to me, I know that life is a song. That when I wake up today, I just look at what I have and I look at yesterday to learn from it, as in like, what mistake did I do yesterday?
Yeah.
And what can I do better today? And so I just told them that now, so this job, if I'm qualified, I'll have papers to prove that I'm qualified. However, if I don't come to work tomorrow, my papers won't go to work on my behalf. So I just told her that I need a chance. And I got the job.
Very convincing.
Yeah.
I'm listening to you and I'm thinking, I would hire you. If that was your answer to this very difficult question, I think I would.
Yeah.
So here you are. You started off with the national broadcaster on your first attempt.
Yeah.
What was it like working? Did you ever feel like everybody else knows something you don't simply because they had papers, or you never thought about it at all?
It didn't bother me until I was being asked about, okay, like this camera person asked me about a sketch. Yeah, as in I'm like, what do you mean by a sketch? Then I'm learning. Then they're like, where did you learn? Then I told them that I learned from homegrown university, where when you discover that this is what you wanted to do and you've not studied for it, then you just go for it. So it was quite tough for me because I go with the camera person everywhere, on location.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, then they're asking me, what kind of shot do you want? Then I'm like, just
a
whatever.
Nice shot.
Yeah, just as in, take whatever you want to take, because I know you know your job. So and we were like having a lot of fun. Okay. But I was very good with children also. I was very good with children because, so I was very good with children. So I would spend a lot of time talking to children, visiting them in school.
So your career was taking off, you were learning, and obviously you were doing good things with your work. Yeah. Then what happened?
Like along the way, I just began talking about boys online and men also, that this is the way men ought to be. This is how men should treat women and children. And so
was that born out of what you wished your father was and had done for you?
Yes.
Or was it based on someone who you saw?
It was actually based on, like what I'd wanted to have when I was growing up. And so there was this lady who was also like a producer. So one day, we were on our way to go and pick her from the prison. Then she just asked me, James, have you ever heard that there are boys at industrial area? Then I told her, no, I've never heard. Then she just told me that I would like you to go and meet them. So when I went to meet the PPC, so when I went to meet her, then she was like, James, you are going to start mentoring these boys because I've heard about your story. And so I was like, no, I should be a millionaire first if I start doing this. Because I thought that I needed like a lot of money to do this. Yeah. So the very first time that I met the boys, they were 100. So when I looked at them, I just saw myself. I just saw myself in them. And then I just said that I'm going to work with them. So I began working with them every Friday on my off days. So I'll go to the prison, work with them, talk to them just about life. And then there's this song, Nothing to Smile About, by Morgan Heritage. So we'll just discuss the song. Then I'll ask them, what do you think that this song means? Is there nothing really to smile about? I know you've grown up in a very difficult circumstance, but is there really nothing to smile about? Just find something to smile about. Maybe it's your mom. Your mom loves you. Maybe your dad left you. But is there nothing to really smile about? Find it. I know you can, maybe, like you're good in singing, so find that one thing that you're very good at. Then one day, one of my supervisors just calls me for a meeting. Then we go for this meeting. Then she's like, oh, James, I've heard that you've been going to prisons, and I would like you to stop. And then she said that I can't be the answer to problems that have been brought up by men. Yeah. And so then I told her, by the way, whatever I'm doing like at the prison, I still don't understand it because I'm not the best man for this kind of work. because I didn't grow up with a dad. So for me to go there, talk to them, and then help them, so for me, as in, I'm still very much confused about this. But since you've told me to like make a choice, I'm choosing the boys. So I chose the boys.
You walked away from work.
Yeah, so I planned to walk away in 2013, January. But my idea was, I knew that I was going to live with a salary.
But here the salary was gone.
Yeah, but the salary was not there. So come January, when I went to like the ATM, checking the money's not there, and I can't go back asking for the money.
Here you were back outside again, trying to figure out what your next trajectory would be.
Yeah.
So what happened?
I had ideas. I had, like an idea for a reading club. So this reading club, I'd gone to Makini school, I'd gone to Riara school, and then they told me that I have a very good idea, but now it's just the packaging. The packaging was not very well, because I didn't have a website. Yeah, so, and then now, System Buruburu had accepted the idea, and they had said that come January, we'll start. So I'd thought that come January, I'll be having this reading club, and I was going to be paid like 10,000. But when I went back in January, they told me that, like our head teacher, we have a new head teacher, and all the clubs have been frozen.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So again,
so all the
back
clubs
to the
have been
drawing
frozen.
board.
Yeah. So all the clubs have been frozen, and I don't have a certificate to prove that I'm a TV producer, and I can't go back to KBC. And then now, like the prison program was doing really well. There were boys that along the way that had been forgiven by people who they had wronged, and now they were leaving prison. Yeah. So, and I was really like having fun and enjoying what I was doing despite the challenges. I remember in May 2013 now, I began now just staying with one friend after the other. So I was staying with a second friend in Ayani. So this friend one day, he just tells me that tomorrow I'm moving from this house, so look for a place to stay. So on 1st May in the morning, I remember it was 3 a.m. So I woke up at 3 a.m. and I was praying, and I just told God, by the way, like I have this list. I had like a list of these boys that I'd been working with. Then I was just praying and then said, I never knew these boys. And if it's your work, I need to find a place to stay today. So after praying like that, then one of the boys just calls me, imagine at 3 a.m., that James, I'm out of prison. I'm going to bury my sister. And when I come back, I would like you to mentor me more. Then I was like, God, this one? Yeah, I didn't, I didn't know him. So, and then now I went back to sleep. But then at 6 a.m., I went to church. There were some swimming lessons that I was taking by then. So I went for these swimming lessons. So one of the instructors just said, James, come out of the water. So I went and then sat down by the poolside. Then there was this lady who came and then asked him, why did you order James out of the water? Then this guy told her that I've seen James, as in it's like there's something bothering him. And when we are being bothered, you can't swim. So that's why I ordered him out of the water. So just go and ask him, what's the problem? So the lady came and asked me, James, what's the problem? Then I told her that my future is secure, but my present is not secure. I need a place to stay. Then she just made a phone call and then told me that there's a house in Kawangware. Go and check it out if you like it. If you don't like it, tell me so that we can look for another one. But for me, I was like, I've really found a house. I don't care how the house looks like. Then I told her that I just need money to ferry my stuff. I had a lot of books then. Yeah, so I went back to my friend and then told him that I'm leaving right now. I found a house. He was really shocked. Yeah, but so I left. I went to Kawangware, saw the house, mopped it. Yeah, I moved in with my stuff. And then the lady calls me like after 2 hours. Oh, so where are you? Then I told her, I'm in the house. I didn't like the house, so I'm staying here. Then she said, give me 2 hours. I'm going to make some phone calls. I'm going to send you some money for a mattress. For me, I was like, okay, I don't need a mattress. I have a house already. So she even told the caretaker to give me a bed. So my life now just began like that. But then again, I was facing a lot of challenges because I would go to prison and then come back home. I don't have food, but I motivated boys in the prison. Yeah, then like along the way also, there's a program that we began also at the Goreti Girls Rehab. So I would go there, talk to the girls, and by then I didn't have anything. Yeah, but so now, like there was, sometimes I would come home, find a padlock at the door, and then tell my caretaker, by the way, I've spent my whole day motivating people, and here now I am, my house is being locked up.
Yeah.
Then I told him that my age now can't allow me even to go and start knocking people's doors, that I need somewhere to sleep. Please open the door for me. So the caretaker will open the door. Then I will tell him, now that you've opened, thank you, I don't have food.
Could you share what you have?
Yeah. And then the caretaker will give me githeri. Then I will tell him, by the way, you've given me githeri. I don't have something to eat it with. Then he will say, okay, I'm going to give you milk. Then I will tell him, okay, you've given me milk. I don't have sugar. Aya, you've given me sugar. I don't have paraffin. Then he will give me paraffin.
Right.
Yeah. And then to a point that we became friends. So there was one time, okay, there were some children who were given some clothes, very good clothes. But the other clothes that were, okay, that were not very good. So from these clothes, we decided now to like harvest buttons from them, buttons. So I went back now to this center for girls, and then I told them, by the way, all I have today are buttons. Whoever needs buttons, kindly bring your dresses. And then just tell them that you're beautiful, you have a brighter future. You only need now to focus on what you have inside of you, instead of focusing on what you don't have.
So, buttons, I'm suspecting that became the birth of a story that involves a little bag that you've got there with loads and loads of buttons.
Yeah.
So you started going to schools and homes and hardship areas, and you'd stitch the buttons on children's clothes.
Yeah.
So what was the name of that initiative? Does it have a name?
The initiative is known as Life Song Kenya. Yeah. So, like, because for me, I believe that life is a song.
Yeah.
That's what I've been believing, that once you find your purpose, then you find a song. Yeah, you can walk like holding your head high. You can walk singing songs, and you are happy. Yeah, because now life has become a song.
I want to find out, how many buttons have you stitched? Do you count? Or is this way too many?
But then for me...
And where do you get these buttons from?
I never count, okay, because for me, it's just a joy. As in, for me, it's just sew buttons. And then, like, when people ask me about how many children have you sewed buttons for, then I'm like, I don't know, because I was not counting. I was just sewing buttons.
But where do you get the buttons from?
So these buttons, funnily enough, like they're friends on Facebook from the US. So when one of them is flying in, they send buttons. They just say, take buttons for Jim Buttons. And then so now they come in like with the buttons.
Your purpose now has moved on towards providing a home not just for yourself, but for children who get out of the justice system. Because what we understand about crime and punishment is many times if you get into a prison, chances of coming back are very high. And you don't want to see that happen. So tell us about what's on your mind and what you're working on.
Actually, it's a very sad thing. Yeah, because there are even children that are born in prisons, but many people don't know. Yeah, because they're not, they don't get involved. And so now, like the boys we are working with, much as the prison is like providing them with programs, they're learning like how to work with computers, which we are also doing right now. But we've come to discover that most of the boys, when they leave prison, they don't have a place to go to. Even if they have a place to go to, people don't understand them. This, as in the stigma. Yeah, like if you hear that this boy had been in prison, then now you start like looking for your belongings, where are they? So that now, because now this person has come back, is a thief and is a criminal. And I've come to discover that even some of the parents, they don't even know like how to welcome back their boys. So we discovered, why not then now have a place whereby this boy, they can come to this place. Immediately they leave prison, they can come to this place. Now it's our duty now then to find out where are you going back to? Are they accepting you back? And what can we do so that they can accept you back? Or if you have skills, where can we now relocate you to? Because when you have skills, you can go anywhere.
Right.
Yeah, because we've discovered that these boys, some of them don't even know like how to ask for things. We had this boy that came to our house recently. So when we went with him to the supermarket with my wife, then we just asked him, what would you like to get from here? As in, what do you want to buy? As in, what can we buy for you? imagine he didn't, as in he couldn't say that I want this. So we told him, okay, go for the tissue papers. You know what he brought? 2. Then I asked him, how comes you didn't get like the biggest, because you had said you're going to pay for it. But then I discovered that prison has broken him down. Because there's a way, like the way our prison system is, that this person squats down. And it's always just about numbers, as in we are counting them, always counting them. And always, they're okay, like they're just being like treated as lesser people because they're criminals. So you see, it lowers their dignity completely. And then again, so now if your family doesn't visit you, like you find that now you don't know where to go to because they didn't visit you, so how can you go back home?
So when you finish with your time in here, where exactly are you going to call home?
Where exactly? And then again, most of these boys, their fathers are not there. And even if their fathers are there, they're just like a picture on the wall. As in, the dad is there, you come back home. Even when you come back home late, they won't ask the boy, where were you? It's late, we're worried about your safety. Okay. So you have a dad that's just silent. It's just the mothers who are struggling with the
children and the repercussions of the behavior that they're seeing with the children. And
then now they go to prison, and then now we think that they get reformed or corrected, and then now it becomes worse.
Okay.
They get broken there.
Looking at your life in another 5 years, what do you see for yourself, James?
I wanted to show you this actually.
Okay.
I was almost forgetting it.
Right.
So I made this in
Is that a vision board?
Yes. 2007. So this is what I made in 2007.
Right.
And so most of it, I've achieved most of it. But this one, I've given up on this one because I'm now married. So I'm not.
What, your wife doesn't want it?
No, I don't want it because I'm now married.
Oh,
so.
Okay. But it was either that or a wife, or what was this?
I did this when I was still single. I did this one, I was still single.
Okay.
Yeah, and so this was a single man's dream. So I don't want to make noise for my neighbors anyway.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Someone sent me a tweet the other day and told me, these Michuki rules, can they also please nab those people with those engines?
Yeah. Then this one, every child deserves a great childhood. So I'm already doing this.
Right.
Yeah, through my Buttons to the reading club. And then the Chinese wall, Cynthia has already gone there. My wife has already gone there.
So you're next.
Yeah, because she's a Chinese lecturer.
Right.
Yeah. So this one, wearing suits. I'm not very comfortable with wearing suits.
You tried a suit and you realized maybe...
Yes, I did try once.
I
did try once. So I also wanted to write for Adam, the magazine.
The magazine,
yes. And True Love.
Right.
And then I also wanted to work for Citizen, but then I covered it up.
What happened?
I covered it up with this car.
You moved on to another car.
With this car. And then also, I didn't want to lack food. Yeah, so that was my goal by then. So I've never lacked food. Yeah, and then now I wanted to get married. So I wanted to get married and wearing like this. So exactly, this is how I wore during my wedding. Then I wanted to earn from my writing.
Yeah.
So which I've started doing so. I also wanted to publish my books. I've published one book, a children's book.
So that girl over there, you wanted your wife to look like her?
Yeah, smiling. So my wife is always smiling. She's always smiling.
There is a resemblance.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes. There is a resemblance. I can see her.
By the way, yeah.
And then, of course, there's a picture with kids.
Yeah, there's a picture. So like always, we have a shop, where we sell stuff, where we sell chicken, we sell eggs, and then I have books, a lot of books in the shop. So children come to spend a lot of time there.
Right.
So now
and there's a bottle of wine. What's that? That you would drink wine or you'd have a vineyard, or what does that mean?
No, as in, I just thought that it's just...
the finer things in life.
Yeah, living life to the fullest.
Okay.
Yeah, so...
There's nothing that says living the best life like a glass of wine.
Yeah, anyway, so now...
Right.
Now going forward, my dream is now to like have a halfway home. Have a halfway home for boys leaving prison. And not only boys leaving prison, but any other man who maybe have lost their job and then they're in between jobs and they need somewhere to stay. Yeah.
Without the pressure of where you're going to find the rent.
Yes,
at the
recollect
end of
and think.
To do.
Yeah, but they won't be idling, as in we'll be helping them to set goals. As in, what do you have at hand? What can you now use to go to the next step? As in, always just use what you have. instead of saying,
if I don't have this, then nothing happens, because everybody's got something in their hand.
Yes, yeah.
James, you're a wonderful, wonderful human being. I'm so happy I got to meet you. God bless you and keep you
so much.
and keep singing. This song that's in your heart, I think we all need to learn the tune because there's something really beautiful about it.
Thank you so much.
Wishing you all the best. So what's your life song? Maybe it could be aligned to his mission. The only way you can find out is if you spend some time with him. Remember, give a cent? No. You can give a lot more than a cent. You can give your time and you can give a beautiful donation that's going to change somebody's life. Thank you for checking out this video. If it means something to you, please drop us a comment and share it with somebody who needs to see it. And as always, do subscribe to this channel and click notifications so you don't miss out on episodes when we upload. There's one coming up next week, so don't miss out on that. So subscribe and hit notifications. We're living out loud at the waterfront. Karen, you've arrived. Live out loud in all that you do. Bye for now.